everybody, my name is Esther and welcome to Coach Box for Parents. I am your coach, and let's go ahead and get started in tackling something that a lot of parents talk to me about, and that is parent-teacher conferences and finding out that their child is not participating in class, right? So I get a lot of calls. I know she's doing so great. I know that his grades are great. I don't understand why this keeps on coming up, but what can I personally do to make my child raise their hand? I can't walk in to the classroom and say, you know this, and make them raise their hand. All right, so today I'm going to talk about the 3 reasons your child does not participate in class, and most of them are kind of secrets. So let's go ahead and get started. All right, so here's the deal. There are 3 reasons why kids do not participate. The first one is going to be the easiest to understand. It's the chance of being bullied, okay? So when your child gets up to talk or to lead or to do a math problem, to be up in front, they're putting themselves in the limelight. They're giving themselves an opportunity to be open to possibly being laughed at, being made the butt of a joke, right? And that's kind of like our concept of bullying in the classroom is very different than, what most people think bullying is. And so that's why kids don't usually bring this up to you. And it's because it can actually just be a loud sigh from the back, like, oh, here he goes, right? Or maybe a groan. Or it could be somebody saying something that sounds like a joke, but no one else hears it except for the people in the back, and those people are laughing, and the child sees this, and of course it is detrimental to the child to be bullied when they get up in front of the class. So you and I can cross a street and notice that on the other corner somebody almost got hit by a car, and we can say to ourselves, I'm not going to cross that street. That seems like a dangerous spot. It's the same concept for kids. Even if they've seen somebody else get bullied, somebody else be ridiculed, somebody else be laughed at, it's enough for them to avoid the experience themselves. They're actually protecting themselves by not getting up and participating if their fear is being bullied, okay? So that's the first reason that kids do not get up to participate, okay? The second one, and one that most parents don't really understand, is that there's a fear of being seen as wrong, okay? So it doesn't make sense. This is school. We always learn. We make mistakes. Why is it right or wrong? It's okay to go up and try, right? Not so much when you are a child and you want to be accepted by your peer group and you don't want to look like you're not smart. You don't want to be the butt of a joke. So if you get up there and you do something and the teacher says you're wrong, you're being called out by a teacher. For most children, that is very hard on them because they want to shine for their teachers. So by getting up and possibly not actually getting that problem right, they're causing themselves to be in a place where they feel like a state of panic, like what if I get it wrong, okay? Then there's the fear someone else in the classroom, another child, may know the information more than they do. And then I'll be called out by that child. So even a peer might notice that I did something wrong and say something, okay? So both of those reasons are very hard on kids, and they don't want to. So it's the fear of being bullied and the fear of being, of making a mistake and being called out on a mistake in front of your peers and by your teacher. And the teacher may not be doing anything wrong, might just say something like, oh, wait a minute, didn't you know this yesterday? Or didn't we go over this? Or didn't, you said that you had this down, right? It just maybe a small comment by the teacher can make everybody put their eyes on your child. And that is very frightening, okay? And the last reason, and the one that most kids will not mention to you, is their fear of being ignored. That's right. So a lot of kids get up the courage to get up and speak, right? To get up and lead. And it takes a lot of adrenaline and a lot of courage. And then when they get up to the front of the classroom, there's kids, they're going to look at the children and they're going to be very socially aware. What is happening with the body language in this class? They're going to notice the kids who are ignoring them, talking to each other, whispering, maybe the children who are actually still reading or maybe writing something down, right? If they're not having the eye contact and the attention, all of that work to get up in front and to overcome that shyness, it makes it compounded and they feel insecure, right? And so one of the things that can happen that makes it even worse is at the very end when, you know, the kids are done and they say thank you and is there any question or comment, when all the children kind of look at each other like, oh, I wasn't listening, right? And then that's the collective group ignoring your child. And a lot of kids are very socially aware of who are the popular kids, who are the ones where everybody gets quiet when that child gets up to speak, who's the one who everybody pays attention to. And so this also adds to, well, I'm not the popular one, no one listens to me, I'm not important to the social group. So how do I avoid this experience? I don't ever get up, I don't ever participate, okay? So those are the 3 reasons why your child is not getting up and participating in class, okay? So it's more than just they forget the answer, right? Because if you ask a child, well, I'm hearing that you're not participating, why is that? They'll be like, I don't really know. I mean, I thought I said something, maybe I didn't say something, I guess I don't remember, right? Or like, oh, I guess somebody else had my answer. So there's lots of reasons that the kids will say, but they're not gonna tell you those 3 reasons, and those are the main reasons. Okay, so join us for future videos as we tackle each one of these things and help your child become their best self. Thank you.